Okay, let's dive into one of the biggest challenges for any business out there. How do you actually talk to the customers you already have? It seems simple, right? But getting this right can totally transform your business. So just imagine this for a second. You've got this amazing flash sale, but it starts in 1 hour. How do you get the word out to the people who love you most, your best customers? How can you make absolutely sure they see the message in time to act on it? I mean, you could try the usual stuff, right? You could throw a post up on Instagram and just hope the algorithm shows it to someone. You could put a sign in the window for the 3 people walking by. Or you could send an email that'll probably get buried in their inbox until tomorrow. It's basically just a shot in the dark. But what if you could just cut through all that noise? What if you had a direct line, a guaranteed channel straight to your most valuable customers anytime you needed it? This is what we call the customer communication gap, and it's the real reason so many businesses struggle to hold on to the fantastic customers they worked so hard to get in the first place. The reality here is pretty startling. Most small businesses lose nearly a third of their customers every single year. And it's not always about bad service. A lot of the time, it's just because they lose touch. The connection just fades away. And trying to constantly replace those lost customers, that's a huge drain on your money and your time. It is so much more expensive to go out and find a new person than it is to just keep an existing customer happy. Now check this out. This slide is where it gets really, really interesting. Look at the difference. A social media post might be seen by, 2% of your audience if you're lucky, but an SMS message, a text, is seen by almost everyone. We're talking 90%. That isn't a small difference. That is a completely different ballgame. And this right here perfectly explains the core idea. On social media, you're just renting an audience. You're playing in someone else's sandbox, and they can change the rules, the algorithm, at any time. But your own customer list, their emails, their phone numbers, that's an asset you own. You are in control of that relationship. So, how do you build and actually use that audience you own? Well, it all comes down to having the right set of tools, a toolkit that lets you send the right message to the right person at exactly the right time. It all kicks off with smart segmentation. See, instead of just yelling the same thing at everybody, you can create these specific, intelligent groups. Imagine sending an exclusive preview just to your VIPs, or a nice welcome offer to brand new customers, or maybe a gentle, hey, we miss you message to people who haven't been in for a while. This is how you have targeted, really effective conversations. And the process itself? It becomes ridiculously simple. With the right tools, you just pick your audience, say the VIP group. You write your message, and then you decide how to send it. Email for a longer update, or an SMS for something that's urgent. Boom, done. This is the engine that makes it all go, bulk messaging. And hey, I know what you're thinking, spam. But no, this is the exact opposite of spam. This is about sending a relevant, valuable message to a whole group of people who have already said they want to hear from you. It's an absolute game changer for sales, events, you name it. Okay, now let's see how this gets even better. Because once you have these tools working, you can pretty much put your customer retention on autopilot. You can create systems that work for you around the clock. For example, you could set up an automated win-back campaign. So if a customer hasn't visited in 30 days, the system automatically sends them a friendly little note. After 60 days, maybe it sends a special offer to entice them back. This kind of simple automation can bring back 15 to 25% of those inactive customers, all without you having to lift a finger. Honestly, think of it like this. You're basically creating a marketing assistant that never sleeps, never takes a day off. It's just constantly working in the background to keep your customers engaged, connected, and feeling loyal to your brand. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but let's talk about what really counts. Does it actually make you money? Let's look at the real-world impact of having this kind of direct line to your customers. I love this story. This case study from Coffee Luna is just incredible. They sent one single text message to about 200 customers at 9 in the morning, and by lunchtime, they had already generated over $300 in extra sales. That's a direct line from a message to money in your pocket. And why is it so ridiculously effective? It's because of this number right here. Over 90% of text messages get opened, and most of them are read within 3 minutes. I mean, think about any other way you try to reach people. Nothing else even comes close to that level of guaranteed engagement. It's just unmatched. So the return you get on your investment can be absolutely astounding. For a pretty small monthly cost, businesses like Mitchell's Hardware are seeing returns of over 500%. They're turning a simple communication tool into a powerful engine for profit. So when you boil it all down, it really comes to this one simple question. Building and owning that direct channel to your customers, it isn't just another marketing tactic. It's a fundamental strategy for protecting your customer base, driving reliable revenue, and really securing the future of your business. Because if you aren't building that relationship, you can be sure that somebody else is trying to.